On September 23rd, 1983, Motley Crue released their second album, Shout at the Devil. This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison, and it was considered their breakthrough album, establishing Motley Crue as one of the top-selling heavy metal acts of the 80s, with the singles Looks Like Hill and Too Young to Fall in Love being moderate hits for the band. Yes, Mr. Morrison, even though he's not the major fan of the crew anymore, he's going to give credit where credit's due. He listened to the music when he was younger of Motley Crue, and he thought they were good records and all. You know, the album's Pentagram caused a great controversy upon its release in 1983 as Christian and conservative groups claimed the band was encouraging their listeners to worship Satan, and it was something that he could explore from his previous band Sister, which was a theatrical band which featured future Wasp vocalist Blackie lost in the 1970s prior to forming Motley Crue. Just before returning home to Los Angeles for recording the album, Motley Crue was famously kicked off the support tour on Kiss's Creatures in the Night tour with only 5 shows before Gene Simmons demanded they be replaced, citing their bad behavior. Nikki Sixx, during the recording, had a serious car crash after drunkenly stealing a friend's Porsche. And around the time, actress and friend Debbie Moore said he needed Alcoholics Anonymous, and he dismissed the terms to dismiss this, and then he ended up badly injured as a soldier and was prescribed Percocet. They even besides that, the band toured with Ozzy Osbourne and supported Shout the Devil. We discussed replacing Mick Mars even back then, because Mars was several years older than the other members of the band, and his bandmates were eager to add a more technically proficient guitarist in the vein of being a Malmsteen and Bob Daisley. Osbourne's bassist, he was Ozzy Osbourne's bassist, and was present during the tour bus discussion, told the band do not try to fix something that is broken when asked for his opinion. And thankfully they did stick with that. Obviously, they didn't have the balls to tell Mick Mars when asked about the prospect of being replaced. But one day at a rehearsal, they went. Jackie Lee would look good right there. Good right here. I'm the guitar player in the band. Nobody else needs to be there. And they did touring with Monsters of Rock, etc. and all. Now we're gonna get to the album tracks that were the album, the listing of all the 11 songs that were on Shout the Devil. Of course, started with the instrumental in the beginning. Then we have, of course, the title track Shout the Devil, which was a great song. So was Looks Like Hill, Even Bastard, you hear every so often on the Hair Nation. Deep Cuts, God Bless the Children of the Beast, which was the instrumental. The excellent remake of Helter Skelter, of course, which was done by the Beatles. Inside 2 was Red Hot, which used to be played a lot at the Motley Crue shows. Of course, one excellent song, Too Young to Fall in Love. Knock 'em Dead Kid, as well as 10 Seconds to Love. And you had the slow, moderate ballad, Danger, which was a cool song as well. 10 Seconds to Love. They were all cool songs, don't get me wrong. I just fell out of being a Motley Crue fan years later. You know, I honestly thought Vince Neil was a jerk for shit he's done. Same thing with Tommy Lee, even Nikki Sixx. You know, Mick Mars seemed like he was more normal out of the 4 of them. 2003, there was a remastered edition with bonus tracks of demos of Shout the Devil, Looks to Kill. They also had a song Hotter Than Hell, which ended up becoming Louder Than Hell on the Theater of Pain album. And then there was I Will Survive, and then Too Young to Fall in Love, and that was on the remastered Shout the Devil, released those extra 6 songs. And then there was a Year of the Devil in 2023 to mark the 40th anniversary. And the album did peak at number 17 on the Billboard Top 200. UK was at number 36, number 10 on the UK Rock and Metal, and the Swiss albums at number 59. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else out there, subscribe. We thank you much for continued love, honor, and support. It's greatly appreciated. Also, there was some. Actually, the ones I read for the the Swiss albums, UK and UK rock and metal albums, those were 2022 performances of the album on charts. The previous ones I gave in Australia, Canada, Finnish, and US, they were the 1983 chart appearances for Shout the Devil. And then also for 2023, the German albums at number 42, the Spanish albums at 70, and Swedish albums number 13. 3 singles were released off of Shout the Devil. 1983, the title track Shout the Devil peaked at number 30 on mainstream rock. Looks That Kill did peak at number 54 on the Billboard Hot 100 and at number 12 on mainstream rock. Looks That Kill was number 90 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 17 on the mainstream rock charts. Yeah, I thought this video was kind of funny. Too young to fall in love with it. When I think it was Tommy Lee was doing karate against the Japanese guy in there. Well, like I said, the album was a good album. I'm not going to deny that. Just not a fan of the Crue like I was back in the day. So there's a special classic album review from Mr. Morrison on Shout at the Devil, giving some insight on the album, and of course saying his opinion a little bit on it. So friends, what are your thoughts on the classic Motley Crue album, Shout at the Devil? And for those that were asking about certification so far, it's gold in Australia at 35,000 copies, triple platinum in Canada for 300,000 copies, in the United States it's at 4 million copies. So friends, once again, your thoughts on the Motley Crue album. It's actually a classic album by now. Shout at the Devil, your thoughts. Shame, shame, shame.